Hello? Can y'all hear me good? Yeah! Alright, hey! Thanks everyone for coming. I got an awesome presentation prepared for you guys titled How Building My Personal Brand Online Helped Me Turn My Dreams into Reality. So, yeah, it's going to be a really good just presentation, and you guys are going to get like a lot of value from it. So, there we go. Okay. All right. So as far as the things I'm going to be covering today, I'm going to be talking about like really the importance of like self-promotion and luck, and also how I became a full-time YouTuber at 16 years old. I'm next going to talk about how I leveraged YouTube to land a very valuable internship, and then starting a tech company at 18 years old, growing my startup by sharing my story. Also going to cover like how I became a writer for Entrepreneur and started my own podcast and my book I'm working on. So yeah, I got lots of stuff going on, and yeah, it's going to be a super valuable presentation. So before we hop into it, just a little bit more about me. So I'm 21 years old. I'm from the best state in the U.S., Atlanta, Georgia. I got some. hey, I like you guys. Yeah. Atlanta, Georgia. Former YouTuber, like 71K subscribers on the main channel. I've reached over 100 million people online. Half of that was on YouTube. Other half was on Instagram Reels. There we go. Okay. And I run a tech company called Trend Watchers, and I got my own podcast. And I absolutely love to write. I can write like if I could do one thing for the rest of my life, I'll just like write. Just write, you know. And then I don't sleep with a pillow. I hate pillows. Even when I go to like fancy hotels, I'll push all the pillows off the bed. I'm just that way. So, a little fun fact about me. But yeah, let's hop right into it. So, the first thing I want to talk about is this word luck. And luck, it's like super controversial because you got some people, they're like, as far as like your path in life, it's like already like predetermined, you know. You got people that like think of luck as like another way, this way. There's so many different like opinions as far as like the word luck. But for me, I think luck is like just like doing actions today that'll compound in the future, and those actions will kind of help you as far as like taking on like future opportunities, which could be like jobs, partnerships, business opportunities. It'll make sense as I go through, but one chart I like showing off is this chart right here. So it's like the compound interest chart, and the red shows memory, the blue shows results, the bottom is time. And if I were to do something like right now, I can remember, so us humans, we have a hard time as far as like contemplating time. So what I mean by that is like doing an action today, and like the thought of waiting like 10 years for a result, that's really hard for us to contemplate. So as far as like this chart right here, so if I were to do an action right now, I'm not gonna see a result right away, but as time goes on, you know, I'm gonna forget, and then that's when the result starts doing this thing, and you have the exponential curve as far as your results right there. And as far as like different ways you can improve your luck, I've been able to improve my luck in my life personally by one, putting myself out there, making connections and maintaining them, constantly promoting yourself, and the last one is sharing your story over social media. And the reason why I love social media so much is because if your story goes viral, it has the potential to reach hundreds of thousands of people and even millions of people, and it's just like really powerful. And once you reach that amount of people, the amount of like connections, partnerships, and just like opportunities you come your way, it's just like overwhelming, and it's like a great position to be in, you know. So this is my YouTube channel right here. I made that back when I was 16 years old in high school. I got more channels as well, but this is the main one right here. As you can see, got like lots of views on all the videos. And this channel, it was bringing in the dough, you know. Like I was, I didn't work at all during high school. I was just kind of like running this, and it was doing good until my channel got demonetized. So the reason why I got demonetized, when it comes to memes, I post the good stuff. I don't post the lame memes. I post like the good stuff. Yeah. But it was within YouTube's guidelines. But as time went on, YouTube got like a lot stricter as far as like their guidelines and everything, and eventually my videos, they fell below that threshold, that little like invisible line, and my channel got demonetized. And I can get it, I can reverse that, but I have to go delete the videos, edit them, re-upload them, and I lose my whole portfolio. So I needed a new way to go make money online, so I decided to go and create a social media marketing agency at around, I think 16, 17 years old when I was in high school. And the way how I pitched my social media marketing agency, I didn't go out to people and say, hey, like, I'm doing Facebook ads, Google ads, this. I didn't lead with that. I was leading with a story. I was saying, hey, I used to be a full-time YouTuber. Look at my channel. I was reaching millions of people. Kind of telling them my whole YouTube story, and by me doing that, I was able to go and get some clients. It was still hard, don't get me wrong, but it was easy to like catch people's attention and really like getting them to at least listen to my pitch. And there was this, so I went to this one networking event in downtown Atlanta, you know, like I'm pitching my my social media marketing services, and I come across this one guy, right? His name is Daniel, and I tell him my YouTube story, and he owns his own social media marketing agency too, but the way how I told my story, how I was young, he was looking at me, he saw I had like a lot of potential, you know, so he actually took me under the wing and to be like an intern at his social media marketing agency. And this is him right there, that's Daniel, super cool guy. He owns Quickly Media, but taking that internship at his social media marketing agency, it was really valuable, and I would have never landed that had I not led with my story by just kind of like showcasing, I guess, like my story of YouTube, and more importantly, going out and telling people about that story. I would not have never landed this internship. So why am I sharing you guys about this internship? Well, this internship, I learned super valuable skills at the age of, I think like 16, 17 years old. I'm 21 now. I'm pretty sure I still would have learned them, but I was able to learn these skills a lot earlier, and these skills are like how to run Facebook and Google ads, creating landing pages, making integrations between like different apps, creating and sending client reports, writing ad copy, basic copywriting skills, and so many other skills. And this is really important because I was able to take these skills and apply them towards like future ventures I'm working on right now. I kind of understood like that, the compounding effect as far as like your actions. You know, remember how I was talking about luck? I was really doing that to really go. I knew I'd taken these actions right here, they will help me as far as like just in future ventures I'd go and do. So yeah, so I graduated high school, right? I'm 18 years old, and it's always been a dream of mine to own, just have like my own business online, you know, just have like my own company, like I'm the CEO, like yeah, like I run that, like I wanted that, right? And I use all the skills I learned from that internship to go and build Trend Watchers. Hey, don't tell anyone, but like the secret to going viral on YouTube is using trends, by the way. So with this tool right here, it describes the internet for trending keywords. We pull it back, sort it by different categories, and sell that data to content creators. But that's like the whole concept behind it. And as far as like starting it back when I was 18 years old, I came across two major challenges. The first one is I couldn't get funding for my startup due to like I was 18 years old, had like no startup experience. I didn't know how to like manage cash, hiring team, all that stuff, right? And then I had no marketing budget, right? I believed in the idea, and I had $5,000. I sold my 21 Ethereum. I think at like 180 per coin, somewhere around there, to go and to really go and have like a budget as far as like getting a developer and like just like developing my software. But as far as like marketing budget, I didn't have money to go and like run Facebook ads or anything. So what I have to rely on? I have to rely on telling my story. And some of the interesting pros of like sharing my story to really get my startup off the ground, Trend Watchers, was that like I started getting natural press. So when you go to my website, trendwatchers.co, there's like little image, and then there's like a button like create a new account. And then right below that, I have I just showcase my story. Like I show a picture of my face, and I showcase like, hey, like I used to be a YouTuber. I was getting millions of views a month. Then I got demonetized, so I decided to go and create like the software Trend Watchers. There was that. That's the first thing I did. And the second thing I did was each time a new user like signs up on my software, they'll get an email saying, "Hey, thank you for signing up for Trend Watchers. This means a lot to me. I made this company in my parents' basement with only $5,000. I sold my 21 Ethereum coins, you know." I was sharing my story like everywhere I could, and by me doing that, it allowed me to get one, natural press. So when I was getting like 25, 30 new signups a day, every now and then someone important, someone big will come across my website. They'll see like my story, they're like, "Wow, this is really cool." They'll shoot me an email like, "Hey, can I write an article about you, or can I hop on a Zoom call with you?" So my first one was from Mashable. A journalist from there, he hit me up and he was like, "Yo, like, let me write an article about like your software." So that was like one opportunity that came my way, and since then I've been getting like organic traffic from that article for like a year and a half, you know, from that Mashable article, and lots of other publications too. Another thing I noticed is that like customers stayed on longer. So I got some customers, they told me that like they just don't need my software, you know. They got their use case out of it, they just don't need it at the moment, but they still hung on to their subscription because they like my story, they like my vision, and they knew that that $20, $40 or whatever that they're putting in a month, it was going towards like a good cause. They can see like the story I was showcasing. I do like live, just like weekly updates, so that was another thing I noticed. It was also easy to land my story in big publications, and one interesting one was that like it was easier to like close my clients on like $1,000 to $3,000 packages over Zoom. I thought that was really interesting, and just like so many other benefits as far as like going out there and really sharing my story to grow my, just grow like my tech startup at 18 years old, no marketing budget, and that's really how I was able to get traction with it, by going out there and creating my own luck by sharing my story over social media. And once again, like back when I got started, I was doing a lot here, like on the red part where it says memory, and now I'm starting to see the results as far as like recognition, big clients, and all that stuff right there. So another example when it showcases my podcast, I created a podcast about, I think like 4 or 5 months ago, you know, and I've always wanted to go and just like interview just like massive creators. So as far as like going out there and just doing like cold outreach towards just like big names like online, in my pitch I didn't say, "Hey, I got a podcast where we talk about this, want to be a guest?" I was like, "Hey, I used to be like a YouTuber," kind of like telling them like my whole YouTube story, like I got demonetized, and as a way to help other creators, preventing them from being in the same situation I was in, I made this podcast to where we showcase how like big creators build their audience, monetize it, and diversify their income. And by me doing that, I've been able to get some pretty big names on my podcast. I think one of them is I have this one doctor. She's a urologist. She has like 1 million followers on YouTube. I got her as a guest. Another one was Tega React. She's a TikToker with 4 million followers. And then the biggest one was from the North Star Boys. They're like a group. They have like a total like 55 million followers, and like combined, you know, that was a really big one. I was shaking before this, like the Zoom call with the podcast, you know. It just felt like so intimidating, you know. But yeah, I was able to land those big names by really leading with my story, you know, being authentic and using my personal brand, and just like leading with that story to catch people's attentions, to like share my cause and eventually get them on my podcast. So yeah, that's kind of how I was able to go and fulfill my dream as far as like making a podcast. Like I said, I like writing, you know. I've always wanted to be like a writer, and a couple months ago, I wanted to write for like a big publication, so I sent in an application to Entrepreneur to be like a contributor writer, and by me doing that, like my whole pitch, I was just leading with my story as far as like, kind of like my story like with YouTube, also like Trend Watchers, my software, kind of like my whole journey by me doing that, and also disclosing my age, like, hey, I'm 21 years old. That was like an easy yes as far as like getting my application approved, and I can now write articles on this big publication, and I'm taking it a step further by going and like sharing my story through the articles I'm writing. So as you can see here, I wrote one like, I think like a couple weeks ago, like how journaling helped me get 10,000 Instagram followers. I started a software company at 19 years old. Here's 5 valuable lessons I've learned so far. And the results have been interesting, you know. I've been having like lots of like big names just kind of like coming across like my LinkedIn, follow me on Instagram, and just like connecting with me, you know. And even like earlier today, I think this one influencer with like 10 million followers like watched like all of my stories on Instagram, you know. He didn't follow, but like just being noticed, you know, like just how and I'm able to trace this back from these articles right here. But like that's just like the power as far as like going out there and really sharing your story. And so this is my last thing I want to do. I like setting outrageous goals, you know. And the current goal I'm going for right now is writing a New York Times bestseller. It's gonna be hard, you know. So what I'm doing to do this year is I'm leveraging Instagram. I've been writing on Instagram for the past 2 years, kind of like documenting my story, and that's how I've been able to get like 10,000 followers, you know. So I'm kind of writing this book super slowly to kind of build up that audience, so that when it's time to go and release it, I got people to sell to, and hopefully I can like hit that title of like writing a New York Times bestseller. But I guess to wrap things up, you know, like if you have like a big goal you want to achieve, and you don't even have to be an influencer, you can be and this one here really opened my eyes when I spoke to that one urologist on my podcast. She really leveraged social media to go and like network with like other professionals within her field. So it doesn't matter if you're like a plumber, I don't know, firefighter, teacher, lawyer, like no matter what your profession is, you can really leverage social media. And just like by telling your story, to really go and network with other just like top people within your field, to really like move up, make connections, and really accelerate your career. And as far as like being like an influencer, you can like just like use that to like make money through like sponsorships. I think there's like UGC, and also if you got your own business, you can kind of use that to like push that out, kind of like how I did with my software company. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the rest of my presentation. If you want to follow me, my Instagram is Dijon_Brooks. I will follow back, I promise. I'll follow you guys back. But yeah, that's it for my presentation. Hopefully you guys got some value out of it. Thank you.
Awesome, thank you, Dijon, again. Let's give him applause one more time for him. Thank you for that.